Let me go first and bury my father. Excuses, right? We're great at them. When I was an administrator in a Catholic high school, I used to love to hear the excuses of students who would tell their parents they didn't do well on a test. They would say things like, everyone failed the test, or, of course, the teacher hates me, and many, many more. Kids come up with excuses all the time, but then again, so do we. Why we can't do what we ought to do now, why we put off for tomorrow what could be done today, why we delay what is integral to our lives, forgiveness and healing and reconciliation. Letting go of sin that tags us throughout our lives is not easy. We wait until tomorrow to deal with some things, and yet Jesus talks about the immediacy of his call, a call to a life of holiness, a life of grace, a life of freedom from sin is now. Today is the day to begin to change our lives for goodness. And yet maybe it's too sunny or too cloudy, or we're too busy or too tired. The reality still exists that the time is now. The Lord is calling us to leave what's holding us back from loving more deeply and belonging more deeply to him. A life lived in Jesus is a life and a gift given to others, a life that's full of joy and a life that is blessed with satisfaction. Archbishop Fulton J. Sheen's television program was called Life is Worth Living. Indeed it is, now without holding back. So let us begin without excuses to live life, to follow him more closely, that we may know the joy of discipleship and the joy of the gospel and the joy of being the body of Christ.